One, two, 1, 2. There it is. Well, maybe you've seen the movie, the Titanic movie, where a lot of people go down at the end of the movie. It's rather sad, but there's some rather happy moments in the movie, and we're going to play a jig that's reminiscent of the Irish music that you hear in that movie. This is called the Kesh jig. 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, I think waltzing is maybe a dying art. I don't know. I hear there's still people around the province who go to dances and so on. We're going to play a very well-known dance that's played at competitions and also at dances, old-time dances, and it's called the Black Velvet Waltz. And we'll see if we can play it as smooth as velvet here for you. 1, 3, 1, 2. And one more favorite from the north. I learned it in the north, and it's called the buckskin reel. And I remember one fellow we had, he played it every year over and over at every competition, and he finally won on this tune. But anyway, here we go. We're going to play buckskin reel over and over for you, at least twice. 1, 2, 3. These two mics over this way. Well, speaking of competitions, I've never been a big fan of competitions.
Hi. Just have a couple quick little
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Just let me get a couple.
Now,
What I wanted to do is ask you if you could possibly give a very big hand for the stage crew from Winnipeg, who's been doing a lot of the sound for us. And also I'd like to take a minute to thank the Right Click Frontier Technology team who has been live streaming the performance from Wednesday night, and they're also doing a live stream of this as well. So I'd like to thank Chris Catani, Justin Tureau, Kim Villeneuve, and Bradley Henson for that. And just so you know, the stream from the Wednesday night performance is near 1,300 views.
oh, wow.
So it's great, and I'm so excited, and the numbers should be rising with the performance going on here. All right, well, that's it.
Well, I will finish my thought here, and that was that I've just never been a fan of competition. And I'm so happy to be in a music program where competition isn't highly valued. We do have somewhat of a competition to get to a stage like this, but I'll tell you, there's a lot of great fiddlers who didn't come today, and every one of us is on their own journey to learn music to the best of our abilities, and I think that's where we want to go with the pursuit of excellence is, and the other thing is that our version of competition is getting up on stages and entertaining. So I think that's our substitute for being in a competition where people get marked as being the best or second best and so on. So we're really happy to have an audience like you that is appreciative of our efforts and where everybody gets to do their best. And I hope you can still get a sense of our pursuit of excellence. Okay, so we're going to play two tunes here called, one's an old-time tune, The Stoltzman's Jig, and then we have another Irish tune called The Calliope House, and you might hear the merry-go-round as in your head as we play the second tune. So here we go. 1, 2. Let's go around another time. Ontario Swing, Ned Landry.
I lost that one. Can you
Thanks, Patty. Boy, she's steady as a rock over there. Thanks, Patty, for being here. 1, 2, and go. We're going to slow it down here, and we're going to play a country tune called Pat's Country. And we're going to give Jeremy Russo a chance to show his chops there on the keyboard, I think. Mandolin, on the mandolin, right? Well, he's a multi-instrumentalist, and aren't we lucky to have him? He sure makes our band sound good. Okay. Well, we got another old-time jig for you. This is called the Murray River Jig. And Murray River is somewhere, I think, in Nova Scotia. PEI. Is it PEI? It's a well-known tune. Another very well-known Canadian fiddle tune. Are you ready? And speaking of jigging, I want to introduce you today to the real thing. And we have a jigger here who's from Camperville in the Duck Bay area, and it's Jamie Richard. And we'd just love to invite you to the stage today, Jamie. That was nimble of you. Okay, and those look fancy, those shoes. My goodness, I don't think I could even walk in those. Okay. Anyway, we're going to play the Red River Jig. And we'll let her kick it off because she knows her business better than we do. Here, I'll help you with this. Oh, yeah, anytime. 5 times. And you're going to start. That's 1 plus 4. 1 plus 4. 1 on your own.
Oh, right now? 5 times? Okay. 1, 2, 1.
we're going to carry on with the fiddle music, and we've got a tune here from Andy DeJarlis, and another good tune called Pegless Breakdown. So Moose, Bull Moose and Pegless Breakdown. Here we go.
The other way, right? First.
Oh, okay.
Moose will come last.
Yeah, the moose comes last. Okay. All right, here one. Would you like to hear Patty play? Patty, come on up here. We're so happy you've taken on the job, and you're teaching in Wanapagao School this year, so I'm really thrilled for that. And you've been a big help here on these days of preparation. So would you tell us anything about your new tune, the next tune?
Okay. I just want to say, too, that some friends of mine were out in Ontario this year at the Pembroke Fiddle Contest, and I was hearing so many comments. There was this group, they were messaging me and saying there's this group of young people from Manitoba, from northern Manitoba, who just won everybody's hearts, and they all loved them, and they actually put them on the stage as a group to come and entertain. There was Nathan, and there was Ryan Doust, and there was, I think, Marcel. And they were live streaming it on the internet, and I was watching it, and I mean, there's our boys up there, you know, right near Canada's capital, and just everybody's falling in love with them, and they're saying that they're such wonderful kids and young adults, and I just want to mention that I was just so proud of them, and Nathan's up there jigging like crazy. If you haven't seen Nathan jig, that's something you want to see, believe me. So anyway, just very, very proud to be part of the Frontier family. But I'm just going to play a short little tune that we played last night at the West End Cultural Center, written by Graham Townsend, called Blackjack Whiskey.
We are doing that one.
So just a quick introduction of the band members. We have Jeremy Rusu on the piano and the accordion and the guitar and the mandolin, and you name it. And Daniel Kulak on the bass, and Daniel Roy on the drums, and Nathan Hellcrow on the guitar. So here we go. Not to be confused with Whiskey Before Breakfast. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2.
That makes it look easy. Okay, so you can learn to do that. Just follow her on 365 days, 365 fiddle tunes, right? Something like that? .com or something. She's teaching online a tune a day. And we're on day 38 or something? 39, okay. So here we go. We're going to do another tune. And this one's from Liz Carroll, a good Chicago fiddler, Chicago Irish fiddler. And it's called Sevens. And then we're going to go into Trip to the Market. Oh, yeah, I wish. I guess I probably got her. Here we go. One, two, three, four. guys. Aren't they amazing, these kids? My goodness, they've worked hard. So that's quite a strong group. We've got these guys. Oh, we've got one more tune here. Pardon me. Sorry, we got maple sugar. I should have warned you. Sorry. We're going to play one more tune for you. And I was just going to say how awesome you guys are and the group that's waiting in the wings. We've done a whole pile of work, and they sound great. So I'm really proud of them, and hope we all keep on playing and learning tunes. So one more tune. This is a real favorite. Everybody loves Maple Sugar. I don't know if it'll get you up dancing. Here we go. Maple Sugar. Let's do this one a few times. Okay, here we go. Let's just keep going there a few times through. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Well, it's pretty hard playing the fiddle and jigging at the same time, you might have noticed. So we're trying to get the music into the heart and soul, and we won't. And so next time probably we won't need the music, but there it is. We're learning these tunes, and we're happy to play them, and welcoming these next fiddlers to the stage again. We're going to be playing our last set for you. Learning tunes is a matter of repetition. You have to do them over and over and over, and we were talking about that this morning in the class, so how so much of what we're doing here has to do with muscle memory. You have to train your muscles to do the right motions over and over until you know the tunes inside and out. And so that's called practice. And practice is and drill. I mean, drill is a word that we don't maybe use that commonly in schools, I don't know, but drill is something that helps us learn to play the fiddle. Drilling it over and over. And this is, of course, the maple sugar is, of course, a Canadian classic. It's like maple syrup. So, and here's another couple classics. We're going to start with The Soldier's Joy, and we're going to end with Whiskey Before Breakfast, two classics from our land, our north, and our program, our school program. We've been playing these for years. So I hope you enjoy the show, and thank you so much for your wonderful smiles and clapping and tapping and so on. We appreciate the feedback here. Okay, are you guys ready? Soldier's Joy. 1, 2, 3. More time.